Hey everyone, this video was requested by one of my subscribers. It's about my favorite oils that I use in my beauty routine because there's tons of information packed in here, and feel free to do your own research on the internet to figure out which kind of oils are best for you. This video is just gonna overview some of my favorites that I use routinely. The first oil that I'm going to talk about is coconut oil. I can make a whole separate video on the benefits of coconut oil. I cannot rave about it enough. What I have to say is that there are two different types. The one that you would probably try to find, the best kind out there, is extra virgin cold pressed coconut oil, organic coconut oil, and that you'll be able to tell. It'll be written on the actual container, or if you're able to, you can smell it, and it smells amazing. It smells like coconut ice cream. There's another kind which is not the cold pressed kind, and it's been extracted using some kind of different kind of procedure, and it doesn't retain the full benefits as much. And this you can tell because when you smell it, it has no scent and it's slightly yellowish in color. Coconut oil solidifies at a pretty low temperature, or pretty high temperature rather. So right now it's liquidy because it's summertime, but in the wintertime it's going to be more of a fatty type of texture, more solid. But what I use this for mostly, the one that's the best quality, I actually use for cooking, because coconut oil is one of the few oils that remains stable at high temperatures. So when you cook with extra virgin olive oil, for instance, it's going to become carcinogenic at a high temperature, and that's the case with most cooking oils. But this is one of the healthiest oils to cook with. Not to mention you're going to get that really tasty coconut taste in your cooking, which I love. If you hate coconuts, then don't use it. But so I use this one for cooking because it's going inside my body and I feel like I should have something better quality. And this oil I accidentally bought because I thought it was the better kind, but in fact it's the one that doesn't smell. And this one I use for my beauty routine. So I use this daily to remove my makeup. I just use a little cotton ball, put a little bit of coconut oil in it, and it really takes away your makeup like better than any other makeup remover you'll ever use. It does leave an oily residue, which I don't mind because I just dab that off with some tissue or something, and it cleans it off really well. I also use this once in a while as a deep hair conditioning treatment. So all you do is you take some coconut oil and just run it through your hair, focusing on the ends, and then just leave it in there as long as possible. You can sleep in it and wash it out overnight, or sometimes I just leave it in all day and just kind of tie up my hair back to let it soak in. But it's extremely conditioning for your hair and also your skin. So you could actually use this when you have extremely dry skin. You can just use this to spread on your face or your body, and it won't clog your pores. There are a whole bunch of other uses, but if I talk about it some more, it'll just take up all my time. Next is jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is actually not oil, it's a wax, a type of wax, but it has an oily consistency. And this stuff is also very similar to coconut oil in the uses. I use this if my skin really needs deep moisturization. I will just put it right on my face and or your body if your legs are super dry, for instance. It's also really good for your hair. So it just has a really amazing moisturizing feeling. And the reason why I really love this is because it's one of the least oily feeling type of oils or wax oils that you put on your skin. You don't get that super slick feeling. So that's why it's really good as a moisturizer. And obviously it's super good for people who have sensitive skin. All of these oils are, except for the essential oils, which I'll get into. Next is sweet almond oil, and this, again, same thing. It's amazing as a moisturizer, and it's also amazing for deep hair conditioning treatment. What's particularly good about sweet almond oil is that it really penetrates your skin, so you can use it as a carrier oil just like olive oil. So what I mean by carrier oil is if you put some essential oils, if you want to get the full benefits of this essential oil, you shouldn't just put an oil right on your face, because it's either A, going to be irritating to your skin, or B, it won't actually deliver into your skin because it doesn't have a way to really penetrate. So that's when you use a carrier oil like olive oil or sweet almond oil, and this will take the essential oil and go deeper into your skin. So that's a great way to use with other essential oils. And so yeah, I use this particularly, I use it for massage oil, for instance, because it's very moisturizing, and I think it does a great job as a massage oil. Next is castor oil. I don't use this too much. It's traditionally used as a laxative, so if you're constipated, you can take a spoonful of this and you'll be good to go. But I particularly use this for my oil cleansing, or my cleansing oil for the oil cleansing method. And so I take some extra virgin olive oil and about 60 or 70% olive oil, and then 30 or 40% castor oil, and just mix it up, and you've got an amazing oil cleanser, because castor oil is actually very cleansing. It really penetrates and dissolves the dirt that might be in your clogged pores. So it's really cleansing. And in my cleansing oil, I also put in other essential oils that are really beneficial, which I'll be getting into soon. Yeah, I just do this maybe once or twice a week, and it's very good and gentle for your skin. Next, I have vitamin E. Unfortunately, this isn't the natural kind, it's the synthetic kind. But if you could get pure vitamin E is a great antioxidant. So you can use it on stretch marks, fine lines, as a moisturizer. It's just great for your skin in general. When I was having some crazy issues using Swedish Skin products, I used this because it was one of the only things that really kept it moisturized and helped heal my skin, because when I used these other oils, they were too thin. So this is a lot more viscous. The other oils just kind of felt like water. So this thing was the only thing that stayed on for a long time because I needed bad healing. So I feel like vitamin E is just really essential to anyone's skincare emergencies. And also, if you do makeup formulation, if you use vitamin E as an antioxidant in, toners, homemade toners, or homemade skincare products, it's going to prolong the shelf life of your products naturally without preservatives like parabens. Okay, so lastly, I'm going to talk about this. This is argan oil. This particular one is from Live Clean, and it's not 100% argan oil, but I'm just showing this as an example. Argan oil is great for your hair, it's great for your face, just your skin as a moisturizer. It's just an amazingly good oil for generally healthy skin and hair. So now I'm going to get into the essential oils. Essential oils are much more potent. They tend to be quite expensive. I've seen them as cheap as $5, and the sky's the limit for how expensive they can be. There are differing qualities of essential oil, and so you kind of have to do your research to find out, how it was derived, and you kind of have to pick and choose what kind of essential oil you want to use. But I'll just talk about the general plant that it comes from. And so one of my favorites is tea tree oil, and it's from Australia. And this is one of the best oils you can use for acne. It's a very effective antiseptic, as in antibacterial. So you could use this in your toners or your cleansing oils, and it really just penetrates your skin and kills all the nasties. I also use this for cleaning. For instance, I'll just put a little bit in a spray bottle and just mix it up and use it as a cleanser for like a yoga mat, for instance. Lavender oil, it's one of my favorite scents in the world. I love the smell of lavender. Its aromatherapy property is calming and soothing relaxation. But also it's actually most essential oils are antiseptics, most of them. So this is an antiseptic, and I've also read that it's good for scarring. I can't really attest to that. I don't know if I've never noticed a difference, but this is just a great antiseptic and may help with scarring. Then there's grapefruit essential oil, and this is also an antiseptic, and it's has an amazing smell. It smells very citrusy, so its aromatherapy property is supposed to dispel depression or stress. But I like to put this in my homemade toner because it controls sebum, so it controls oil in your skin naturally, and it just smells amazing. Here is another great one for health. It's called oil of oregano, and this is super good for if you have a cold or even if you want to ward away colds, that you can just take it daily by putting a few drops in your water. It tastes terrible, and if you don't dilute it, it burns. That's why it's just an amazing antiseptic that I think is better to ingest. I don't recommend ingesting tea tree oil, but this is safe to ingest, and you could actually use it on your skin too. That's another thing I need to mention, is that essential oils may be too strong to use directly on your skin, so you might have to water it down a bit by using like a carrier oil such as almond oil or olive oil. But yeah, oil of oregano, I don't use this for beauty. I mean, you could use it for acne, but I generally use this for more of a health thing. And lastly, you could get rosehip oil, which is really good for aging. It's supposed to be really good for wrinkles and keeping your skin moisturized. So that was just a really quick overview of all of them. Like I said, I really recommend, if you're interested in these oils and using oils in your beauty routine, it's all natural. Definitely read up on it. There's tons of books out there that are all about essential oils. They're 100% natural, they're super safe for your body and the environment. They're very effective, and if you have sensitive skin like me, they're not going to mess around with your skin. So if you have any questions, leave a comment down below, and I hope you check out some of these oils, and I will see you in my next video.